Disclaimer. I doesn't claim any of the arts. All the picture shown belongs to the respective artist and company. If you are original owner and want me to remove the video, I will do it immediately. Just send me an email to inform me. And if you like my content, please subscribe to my channel. Chapter begins, and we see that Chenbai commanded the workers to swing open the warehouse door. As soon as it creaked open, a swarm of zombies charged at them, eager to attack. Without hesitation, Chenbai sprang into action, taking down each zombie one by one. Song Ji stood frozen in shock, while Sujin captured the scene on video. After defeating each zombie, Chenbai absorbed the virus from them, earning the title of Zombie Hunter for eliminating over 300 of these creatures. His attributes surged by 5 points, and his system collected more than 500 zombie samples. With his newfound power, Chenbai discovered he could exchange the zombie virus serum formula using virus points in the talent tree's zombie virus section. Thrilled by the chance to awaken this powerful formula, he realized its importance. Even those with awakened talents could be at risk from zombie viruses, since not everyone had immunity or an ultra-strong physique. He unlocked the formula using 300 virus points. Next, he called Zikyong over and asked if she remembered what he had told her before their mission began. Zikyong nodded, but Song Ji looked disgusted at the sight of monsters being wiped out so brutally. Zikyong explained that using cold weapons against zombies would greatly reduce the risk of turning into a monster during their trials. Defeating zombies without harm ensured they wouldn't become monsters themselves. Chenbai held a zombie in his grasp and declared he wanted to see their talents in action. He asked who would step up first. Lang, filled with confidence, eagerly volunteered. Chenbai released the zombie, and to everyone's surprise, Mrs. Lang charged forward and body-slammed it to the ground, breaking its neck and killing it instantly. Chenbai praised her speed and accuracy. Zikyong took her turn next, swinging a baseball bat with ferocity and delivering 10 powerful hits to another zombie. However, Chenbai noted that her strength was lacking. It took far too many strikes to finish it off. Meanwhile, Sujin struggled on the ground with a zombie. Though initially overpowered, she managed to defeat it by leveraging her knowledge of human anatomy. Zikang then handed the baseball bat to Song Ji and urged her to face a zombie for her turn. But Song Ji was paralyzed with fear and even wet herself in terror, crying out that she couldn't do it. Chenbai remarked that since she panicked without even trying to fight, she had definitely failed. He then summoned Zikyong for a private discussion. Chenbai revealed that Lang had searched all rumored locations of zombies and monsters but found nothing, a fact he deemed suspicious, and instructed her to investigate thoroughly. Zikyong agreed but expressed concern about S's situation. Chenbai lamented that time was short for training them properly and asked Zikyong to organize practice sessions. Zikyong nervously admitted she hadn't yet eliminated the virus threat. Chenbai handed her a piece of paper. When she glanced at it in confusion, she realized it contained the complex steps for creating the zombie virus serum formula. Surprised by its complexity, Zikyong remarked on how intricate the steps were. Chenbai explained that she could input materials into the formula to generate it herself, since it was based on potion essence. Hearing this made Zikyong happy. She thanked him for trusting her and assured him she would do her best to complete the task and keep the formula safe. Chenbai nodded approvingly and instructed her to get back to work while sending someone his way. Zikyong confirmed she would send Xuan. Curious if anyone had seen his recent post or reached out beforehand, Chenbai checked his mobile device only to feel a wave of tension as he read mocking responses from others calling him crazy and questioning which mental hospital he had escaped from. His mood shifted when he noticed a private message from someone named Shill, who claimed to know much as a fellow pioneer, and asked how much Chenbai understood about their situation. Intrigued by the possibility that not all pioneers were losers, Chenbai asked Shill about his talent. Shill revealed he possessed S-level mental control and informed Chenbai about communication options available through a panel unlocked by pioneers. He suggested searching for chat group 001 where basic information had been shared, and offered his assistance for any questions after reading through them. Suddenly, another message popped up from Hana, asking if she could invite someone into their group. When Chen Bai asked whom Hana wanted to invite, she mentioned someone named Chui Chun. The name sent a jolt through Chen. It must be the emperor-level powerhouse known as Chui Chun. Excited at the prospect of him joining their ranks, Chen Bai replied that Hana should invite any other pioneers she encountered. With laughter bubbling up inside him at this unexpected twist of fate, he eagerly awaited Chui Chun's arrival in their chat group, feeling invigorated by this thrilling turn of events. Thank you for watching my video so far. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. On that fateful evening at 7:30 p.m., Lu Li was deep in conversation with Zikyong. Zikyong inquired about the progress in the hunt for zombies, to which Lu Li replied affirmatively. She revealed that the Zhangchang Lord's forces were behind the collection of zombies, sending them all to the Manhwa container yard near the Zhangchang wharf. Lu Li also mentioned that she had dispatched someone to gather further intel, and it was now time for her to meet them as planned. However, since they had not returned, she felt there was no reason to wait any longer. Suddenly, her heart raced as two battered men collapsed before her. The sight sent a chill down her spine. From a nearby window, a man laughed menacingly while watching her. Stunned and frightened, she quickly informed Zikyong that they had been discovered. The scene shifted to Zikyong's mansion, where Chen Bai was engaged in a discussion with a man named Lei. Lei expressed his confusion over some talent instructions and sought Chen Bai's help for clarification. Chen Bai instructed him to share the details, and Lei provided the name Yin Wood. Chen Bai searched for it on his panel and discovered that Yin Wood was the most yin of all woods, a source of endless life. He explained that with a yin soul entering the body, it became a land of eternal life. Activating this wood body required one spirit, while the yin soul demanded one constitution. Given that Yin Wood was an SS-level talent, Chen Bai warned Lei that activating it would be costly. If his spirit exceeded 3, it would require additional spirit points for activation. Lei expressed gratitude for this insight, just as Zikyong rushed in, urgency etched on her face. Concerned, Chen Bai asked what was happening. Zikyong revealed that Lu Li had discovered the zombies had been sent to the Manhwa container yard and had been caught in the process. She added that their adversaries were demanding negotiations. This revelation shocked Chen Bai. He stood up in disbelief, questioning whether they had truly contacted her and if Lu Li had betrayed them. Zikyong bowed her head, affirming that she had raised Lu Li and insisted that Lu Li would not betray them. She explained that Lu Li was orchestrating from behind the scenes and that any issues lay with those sent out to investigate. Chen Bai resolved to rescue Lu Li if that were indeed the case. Grateful, Zikyong thanked him. The narrative then returned to the Manhwa container yard, where Lu Li found herself bound to a chair by her captors. The leader among them was Xing Mong, another pioneer like Chen Bai. He informed Lu Li that she was somewhat oblivious to her predicament and refrained from harming her out of respect for Zikyong. He suggested that if Zikyong chose to submit upon arrival, Lu Li would become her subordinate. Otherwise, she would be nothing more than his plaything. Desperate to free herself from her restraints, Lu Li struggled against the ropes as Xing approached her with sinister intent, tauntingly suggesting they share another toast, pressuring her to divulge information recklessly. Trembling with fear, Lu Li was suddenly jolted by Chen Bai's voice declaring that punishment wine should not be wasted on someone who hadn't drunk willingly. It became clear he was calmly enjoying a meal at Xing's table. Xing was taken aback by Chen Bai's unexpected presence and questioned why he dared sit at his table unnoticed. Standing confidently, Chen Bai asked Lu Li if she was hungry and mentioned how he found the steak quite palatable. This infuriated Xing further as he felt mocked by Chen Bai's nonchalance. As Chen Bai fed Lu Li, who felt embarrassed by his kindness, he declared his intention to take her back. Xing queried whether Zikyong had sent him, but quickly dismissed the thought upon realizing Chen Bai's stealth indicated he too must be a pioneer. While Xing processed this revelation, Chen Bai untied Lu Li and instructed her to leave as Zikyong awaited her outside in a car. She nodded in agreement and hurried away. Xing remarked to Chen Bai about Ziqiong seemingly being under his influence now. To this, Chen Bai confirmed Xing's observation. Intrigued by the situation, Xing noted how unlikely it was for Jiang Chang's queen to surrender so easily. Thus he speculated about Chen Bai's intriguing methods. He proposed an exchange of ideas since he had subdued one of Jiang Chang's lords, while Chen Bai had tamed the queen. Only the commander remained unclaimed. Xing extended an offer for alliance. If Chen Bai helped him become king of Jiang Chang, he would make him a trusted confidant in return. However, Chen Bai firmly declined this proposition. Enraged by the rejection, Xing smashed a wine glass onto the floor. Unfazed, Xing boasted about his S-level talent, the highest caliber, and provocatively asked if Chen Bai wished to taste punishment wine instead. In response, Chen Bai revealed he had discovered Xing's dark secret. Not only was he collecting zombies, but also creating them using living people. He asserted that such power was both dangerous and futile. Thus, it would be better for Xing to perish sooner rather than later. Chen Bai deemed Xing unworthy of his assistance due to his SSS-level talent. This made Xing laugh uproariously as he brandished his weapon and proclaimed his ability called Slaughter Progression. He explained how it could permanently absorb attributes from slain targets indefinitely, a terrifying skill indeed. Xing challenged Chen Bai about being afraid of facing an SSS ability user who could ascend to godhood instantly. In response, Chen Bai acknowledged he was close enough, but remained skeptical about Xing's claims regarding his powers. As tensions rose further between them, Xing lunged at Chen Bai, with claws drawn back for an attack while shouting threats of enhancing his attributes posthumously should he fall in battle against him. However, with swift reflexes, Chen Bai dodged effortlessly and activated his special hammer ability, just as Xing struck. The clash of their powers echoed throughout the yard, a monumental confrontation between two formidable forces, each determined not just to win, but also to assert their dominance over one another amidst chaos and danger surrounding them. After that powerful punch, Xing was sent flying for a moment, but he quickly regained his balance and charged back at Chen Bai. Chen Bai swung his hammer-like fist, but this time Xing caught his hand mid-attack. Concerned, Xing asked Chen Bai if he was okay, sensing that Chen Bai might be running low on strength. He pressed Chen Bai to reveal whether he possessed SSS-level talent, urging him to stop hiding his true power and show what he could do. Chen Bai replied that he had been using his skills all along. It was just that Xing hadn't recognized them. Infuriated, Xing yelled at Chen Bai to stop with the nonsense and unleashed a full-power attack. This made Chen Bai tense up slightly. Xing then threw a punch at Chen Bai, sending him crashing into the wall. He declared that Chen Bai's strength, physique, and agility were all inferior to his own, accusing him of pretending to be stronger than he really was. He scoffed at Chen Bai's tricks, claiming they were nothing compared to his overwhelming power. Suddenly, to Xing's shock, he coughed up blood out of nowhere. Confused and alarmed, he wondered what was happening. His screen displayed two alerts. The influenza virus and the Encephalitis B virus had breached his physical immunity limits, causing significant reductions in his strength and agility. Panic set in as he received a notification about a negative buff affecting him, leaving him feeling weak and slow. Chen Bai remarked on Xing's impressive physique, noting it took a long time for the virus to take effect. He then taunted Xing about how it felt to be afflicted with so many ailments. Enraged by this comment, Xing charged at Chen Bai again, but was too weakened this time. Chen Bai easily struck him down with his hammer-like fist. Chen Bai explained that he wasn't sneaky. He had already warned Xing about his various attack methods. He began to consume Xing's entire body, promising to finish the process later so as not to disappoint him. After devouring Xing, an alert sounded in the system. A fully evolved human had been absorbed, and the black light virus had awakened fully, significantly boosting its attributes and becoming part of the virus Monarch's own body. Additionally, Chen Bai learned that his black light devouring ability had evolved. He could now glimpse parts of his target's memories and potentially acquire some of their mastered skills. Delighted by this news, Chen Bai checked the new attribute bonuses from the black light virus. Previously offering 30% more strength, 20% more spirit, and 100% more regeneration. Now every element had increased by an additional 20%. He felt a surge of happiness as these boosts were added to his base attributes. As he picked up Xing's claw, Chen Bai mused that ordinary people with basic attributes below 5 were now too fragile for him to play around with. He examined the description of Xing's zombie claw and discovered it contained blueprints for equipment and consumables. Realizing how lucky Xing must have been to gather such items from mutant zombies made Chen Bai feel fortunate. All of this was now his. In the midst of this chaos, night fell as Chen Bai stepped out of the container yard. Reflecting on how far his talent had grown from E to SSS level due to the recent strange events, he also considered how he'd taken control over Zikyong, the future lord of Jiangchang. When Zikyong opened the car door for him and invited him inside, Chen Bai thought about how unnecessary it was to seek out monsters before the trials began. Instead, he decided it was best to prepare for what lay ahead. The scene shifted to Zikyong's house on the day before the trials commenced. Standing by a glass window, waiting for the event to start, Chen Bai heard a knock at the door. He called for them to enter as Zikyong, Lang, and Sujin walked in together. Zikyong informed him they had completed all tasks on schedule. Lang excitedly shared that they had confirmed details about the terrain and population around Peak Villa. When Doomsday arrived, they would be ready to take control. Sujin chimed in that they had finalized material purchases and compiled a list for him. Satisfied with their preparations, Chen Bai instructed them to lay all information on the table as time was running short. He sent a message to his group warning them that only 10 minutes remained until the trials began. They should not become complacent despite their early advantages and rare talents. He urged them to remain calm, as unimaginable dangers awaited them in the trials. He didn't want anyone from their group disappearing just before it started. As time ticked down, members expressed their gratitude for his reminder. One boy thanked him at 10 minutes left, while a girl did so at 9 minutes remaining. With each passing moment bringing them closer to trial time, when only 10 seconds remained, Chen Bai called Zikyong and the others over to observe outside. The peaceful scene would soon vanish as chaos loomed on the horizon. As he spoke about the impending doom with urgency in each word, seconds slipped away. One member voiced her fear while Lang reassured her there was nothing to fear. As 4 seconds passed in silence, suddenly the moon turned into crimson red, the signal that the trials were about to begin. With that, this chapter ends. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Support this channel by liking this video and subscribing the channel. And if you want me to recap another manhwa or manga, write its name in the comments section. And if you want to know that what happened in previous chapters, you can watch them in this channel. Stay tuned for next chapters.